computer, because
Okay.
the MT4 on the computer has the right numbers. If you use TradingView, you're not going to have the numbers that your broker has. So for example,
So
I
trading view is what is that just to
trading
recap the market?
yeah, TradingView is a website that you can use to look at the stocks. And TradingView is awesome to use. I use it. But TradingView uses brokers like Owanda, and their numbers are a little bit different. So, for example, I took an oil
Mhm.
trade a few days ago, and I set a TP based on TradingView's numbers. But my broker had the price clocked at 30 points lower than what TradingView did. So I was still in
Okay.
profit. I still made money, but when the TP hit, it didn't take my trade out because my broker didn't have the price at that price point. So when you're using TradingView, the numbers will be different. But if you trade directly from your broker, you have the exact numbers that your broker has. So I definitely
Okay.
use the trading system, and you can always fact check with TradingView as well. Okay. So these three moving averages, right? This is a strategy. This is one strategy that you can use to trade. Okay. This blue moving
Okay.
average, this is the number 6 EMA. That moving average moves directly with price action. Okay. This yellow
Mhm.
moving average, this shows you rejections in the market. So you can use the yellow moving average to find good entry points. Whenever they cross, that is where you're going to get your largest momentum moves. This bottom moving average, the 155, it shows you more of support and resistance, and it shows you the overall trend, because this moving average is weighted based on the average of 155 candles. So it's going to take a
Mhm.
lot longer for this one to move. So what you can wait on when using this strategy, you can simply just wait for the lines to cross. For example, I'll give you a perfect trade entry. The moving averages met at this point here and this point here. Okay, you see how they're
Mhm.
crossing? And let me
Yeah.
make that a little bit less raggedy. Okay, you never want to trade the moving averages when they're this close together. Okay,
Wow. Okay.
for them to give you space like they did here. See how they separated?
Right.
Okay, and then you
There's
take
that
your,
gap, right?
what'd you say?
Y'all call that a gap?
Yeah, like when it gives you a gap between the two moving averages. You would take
Yeah.
your
Okay.
entry when the price candles break above the yellow one. Okay, so let me show you what I
Mhm.
mean. I'm gonna erase this mark and I'm gonna zoom in just a little bit so you can know what you're looking for. As you see, price created a floor here, meaning the price didn't want to drop any lower. Okay, so then price started to move upwards. Okay, it crossed above your 155, which is the pink one. This is your support
Mhm.
level. This is your overall trend level. Anytime the price
Right.
candles are above this particular moving average, you are looking for a buy. Okay. You see the price candles
Okay.
start to float up. So you patiently wait for them to cross above both moving averages. Okay. Once the price
Okay.
candles reject the yellow moving average, this 55 here, you know that you're confirmed and good to go for a buy. Okay. So you're going to take your trade entry on this candle. The reason why you're going to take your trade entry on this candle is because this candle is the first candle that is not touching this yellow line. It is only touching the blue line. Okay. Again, the blue
The
line
blue
is,
line is the 55.
what'd you say?
The blue line is the 55.
No, the blue line is the 6. This is your price action moving average. The number
Oh,
6
okay.
shows you exactly what the price is about to do. If you
Mm,
notice,
okay.
moving average doesn't really separate from the candles. If it gets far away from the candles, you're expecting a pullback. Okay.
Mm,
Let me show
okay.
you an example of what I mean. See how the price was dropping downwards? And you see this
Mhm.
blue connected to these candles all the way through. And then this
Mhm.
candle not touching that line at all. You see that,
Mhm.
right? It
Right.
completely separated from that train, right? What happened as soon
Right.
as it separated from that number 6? Trend change. It went in the opposite direction.
True.
This is one of your most key moving averages because it shows you exactly what the price is about to do. If you realize this line is peaking, it curved over, the candle is not touching it anymore, you're going to see a pullback coming in. So if you try to hop in right there and sell it, that is the worst place to put your money.
Right.
You want
Right.
to buy at the low point, you want to sell at the high point, okay? So I'm going to put a little eclipse bubble that's green so that you know buy in when you see this. I'm also recording this
Mhm.
call so that you can watch it back and kind of let this
Perfect.
marinate and set in, okay? So you
Thank you.
see you see price hit this level. You see that the candle is slightly separated from your number 6. You know a pullback is coming, selling is done. Okay? So you wait patiently, right? This is where patience pays. You patiently wait for price to confirm for you what it's going to do. You see that it breaks above your 155. This is your first confirmation to buy. Actually, it's your second because the wick rejection at the bottom here let you know price was exhausted. The separation from the number 6 moving average let you know it's about time to buy. You watch the candles break up, okay? You watch it break up.
Mhm.
If you didn't catch this trade from the bottom here, it is too risky for you to enter in the middle with these moving averages jumbled up and potential consolidation, right? You don't want to risk
Right.
your money. You want to place your money in the market at the perfect spot. So you watch it break above the 155, that's your second buy confirmation. It then retests the 55 and it breaks above it. That is your third buy confirmation. Okay. Now
Mhm.
that you see these candles touching this number 6, gliding up to the sky, the number 6 separates from the number 55. You got tons of space in here. You better be in the trade on this candle. This
Okay.
is your entry into the buy market. Okay. You enter
Mhm.
there and you hold that trade until the candles pull back again. You see how they begin to pull back to the 55 here?
Right.
You're going to hold this trade from this candle to that candle. That is a total of 38 points. If you bid $1 on that trade,
Oh.
that's $38 and you get out.
Right. Okay. Oh.
So
Sorry,
this
I'm looking at the.
you're good. Take your time. We're not rushing this. We're here to understand.
Yeah.
Definitely need to understand because when you go to get into this market, I want you to demo trade this a few times and then you need to be live making crazy money.
Yeah, I
Okay.
gotta be demo because I started live like random taking trades. The Nas, how you say it, Nas? This
And
week, man, I lost money. It's
Naz is my
crazy.
there. Don't play with her. Now, that's a buying example, right? Let me show you
Right.
another buying example. Look at the current price. It did the same thing again. It gave you a strong wick rejection, right? This candle fell below the 6, and then you get the cross, right? Where's my little brush tool? Notice how the moving averages are all touching. You don't trade this. That's consolidation. Look at the
Okay.
cross right here. You get the
Yeah,
cross, the
they're
50.
all touching.
See how the 55 crosses to the upside? The 155 is pushed out. The number 6, plenty of space in between here. This
Yeah.
is what you're looking for. You take that trade on this candle because it broke above the 55. You hold that trade. As soon as it pulls back, you close. 30 pip scalp. Easy. You
How do
bid
you
up.
put the TP? How do you the take profits? Like the 70, like you just choose a random number, like
No, I use
the
the fib.
77.
If I don't use fibs for
The
take profit, I use quarter
yeah.
points. If you trade this as a scalper, you don't need a TP or a stop loss. You just watch it. When it gets to that level
Mm,
and it goes back, you close.
yeah. That's what Jonathan does. I've noticed that.
Yeah, I scalp. So a lot of times people are asking me for trade numbers. It's like I don't need trade numbers. I'm watching the market. Price goes
Yeah.
all the way up. As soon as it pulls back, I close with profit. I'm gone. This is an easy scalp trade. You drop $10 on this trade, that's $300 an hour, and you're gone.
Yeah.
I don't need to try to stay in here all day. I don't need to be in here forever. I don't even like to set numbers on my trades because I feel like when I leave the charts and come back, some whole other shit played out.
True. It goes
I'm not,
crazy. The market goes crazy.
yeah, I'm not a swing trader. I'm trying to learn how to swing trade, but swing trading is definitely not my preference. NAS 100 is my favorite pair to trade. And as a scalper, I can scalp 100 pips out of NAS in my sleep. And it only
This
takes,
is so easy. The only thing is how do you start? Like, what do you look for once you have those indicators, the 6, the 55?
yep, 655 and 155. You look for the cross. You get that cross, that's your perfect move every time. You can back test this. Look, this is a sell example. It works the same way. Okay, price hit this level here, long wick, it got exhausted. And this is why you need to watch that wick video because you can take a lot of wick entries. Okay,
Uh,
it got exhausted. Now, if you trade this based on your moving averages, look at this. It came down, the 6 broke cross the 55, crossed the 155. You could enter the trade here because it's below the yellow line. Boom. You take the trade, you hold it, boom, 20 pips, I'm gone. You could bid $1 on that, that's $20. You bid $10 on that, that's a quick 200. You're out.
even though it's crossing the 155, it doesn't matter.
It's below it.
Yeah, it's below it.
Sell.
And you stop to where the end of that box, that red box is, right there.
As soon as that wick comes in, I know price is about to pull back. I take my money and run.
Because it's crossing the 55, right?
No, just because it wick rejected here at the bottom. So whenever you
Oh,
start,
that's why you say the Wix is important to learn, right? That's
because
one part I haven't learned.
when you see this, you know that sellers are not in this market anymore. Buyers are about to take over this market. So if you're selling and you see a big ass wick stick, you gotta get the fuck out of there.
Wow. Yeah, I'm
This is
gonna need to go over that Wix video.
this is very, very simple. You can back test this 1,000,001 times. I promise you, you will find crazy scalps, easy scalps. Look at this one. Price broke above the 155. It broke above the 55. You could have bought it on this candle right here. You buy it on that candle, scalp it to the top wick, easy 10 pips. I wouldn't recommend taking those short, skimpy moves, but that's just to show you that this works. It works very well.
That would be like a fast thing to do, like boom, boom,
Right.
boom, and then take it out.
Quick
Okay.
scalp. See it across here. We took this trade on this candle. Boom. Never came back to the 55. We're out. Easy. This is easy.
Wow.
You can do this all day long. And this could be the only
Wow.
strategy trade. You can use this on every pair. Let's go look at NAS
What's
100.
the, what's the strategy called again?
I don't think it has a name.
Yeah,
It's,
that's what I'm trying to figure that out. I was like, what?
I don't know. Maybe you
It's
could
just
call it the 3 EMAs. I don't know.
right.
See you on NAS. This is my favorite pair. This is all I trade. Right? Look at this. We got the cross right here. Separation of the 6 and the 55. You take the trade on this
Yeah.
candle. Boom. This is a quick scalp. Ping. 27 pips.
Hmm.
I'm out. Let me show you a bigger, longer move. Right here. Price broke below the 55. You see the 6 and the 55 crossed right here? You see this?
Yeah.
You take the trade as soon as the candles fall below the 55. So you would take this candle. Boom.
Hmm.
5 pips. I'm out. You put a
But how do you
dime.
know when to stop? Cause let's say you're what are you doing a scalping, and you don't know when it's about to.
Yes, I do.
I don't know how to explain.
Remember? Wick rejection. I'm out.
Oh yeah,
If I'm in a trade from way over here, right? This candle
yeah.
is the one still below the 55. I could take it all the way to there. Once I see these wicks, I'm closing, taking my profit. I'm out. I'm out.
Okay, gotcha.
When you get more
Once it
advanced,
starts forming, 'cause you could see it when it forms. Is it obvious to see it like when it forms?
when those wicks start forming on the chart, you will see the candle getting swallowed up and that stick will stay there. So once
Oh,
you get
okay.
more advanced, you will be able to scout both ways. You'll be able to catch this sell move coming down, and you'll be able to hop
Hmm.
in for the buy at the bottom of this wick. You hop in for the buy at the bottom of this wick and ride the thing all the way up. That's an easy 110 pips. Two trades. I'm out.
How do you know how to calculate pips on the trading view? Like where does it say it? Like
Oh,
on that blue box?
you see this ruler here? You click on this
Yeah,
ruler, you would measure from the bottom of the wick to the top of this wick, and you take the number in front of the decimal, 70 pips. Or you can take the
70
back number
pips.
off of this, that's 70. So the number
Wow.
before the
Okay.
decimal is your pips.
Wow. And the back testing, can you describe to me back testing and the meaning behind it? Like I know what it is, but the thing is, what do you use that for? Like to
Testing is
see how it
when you
repeats itself?
Yeah. Back testing is just when you go through a pair, you look for the times that it's
Hmm.
making these major moves, right? Because you don't want to trade this itty bitty stuff. You're not gonna make a lot of money
Hmm.
trading. So you're gonna go through your favorite pair and you're gonna look and see when do I get these big crazy drops, right? Nas 100 made this drop at what's 15, 12 to 3 o'clock, right? So you can come in and check all the times. This is 10 p.m., 11 a.m., 10 and 11 a.m. You can come check all the times that your pair makes these crazy moves, right? You can back test your moving average. You see the price took off at this crazy move. What did your moving average do? This is why back testing is so key. What did we see? The number six crossed up both moving averages. It separated from the 55. You took the trade on this candle, instant pips, 51 pips. You have to back test your pair to see when is it doing the most money so that you know when to strike and why to strike. That's why back testing is important.
So it will repeat itself in the same time for the
Yeah,
next.
you can find patterns with a pair because the banks are systematically moving the money at certain times of the day.
Right, right.
You check a pair and
And
you
then the.
notice a pattern. Like, for example, all indices typically have a trend change at 10 a.m. every day. Between 4 p.m. and 4:10 p.m., the indices take off for one last push to end the day out, typically. A lot of times I catch good moves on NAS 100 at like 11 p.m. and then 3 a.m. every day, like 3 a.m., it has a crazy move. So we know the different time sessions, but I watch my pair specifically. And I mainly call out trades on NAS 100 because it's the only pair that I trade.
At night, right? Because in the morning it could be a little crazy too, right? Where it
Passive,
can like.
you'll get a lot of consolidation trading after 11 a.m. I don't recommend it.
Okay, you said 11 p.m., right?
11
What
a.m.
session is that?
That's the New York session. Once 11 a.m. hits for the stock exchange pairs, I get out of the market for the rest of the day.
And then you go back in again. Like, do you trade at night too?
Yes, I trade the London session 2:30 a.m. to 4:30 a.m. Tuesday through Thursday. That is my preferred time schedule. So in the VIP, you guys will be live trading with me. The London session, Tuesday to Thursday at 2:30 a.m.
Right. Um, what are your favorite pairs for those two sessions to look
NAS
at?
and GBP USD.
Mhm. Some people look at like US 30, GER 30. Did I say that right?
Yes,
And
it's the German 30. And to be honest, as a new trader, if you want to trade an indices pair, I recommend SPX 500. It's the slowest moving indice pair. It's a lot more manageable than diving into a US 30 or a JER 30, something like that. Because just like you said,
oh
I was playing with NAS and I lost a lot of money. You will lose way more money. I don't recommend playing with those as a new trader. You also need like $3,000 in your trade account to trade those volatile pairs. You can trade them with way less, but you're going to take some big ass losses if you take
yeah,
a lot.
what were those trades again? The to not trade during
As
as
a,
a beginner? What were the
I
trades?
would avoid trading Bitcoin. I would avoid trading gold. I would avoid trading your 30. I would avoid trading US 30. Those pairs are extremely volatile. They're kind of hard to manage because they can be super sporadic at times. And if you catch them at the wrong moment, you will lose big. So it's really not worth it. As a new trader, you want to be growing your money. You want to be growing your trade account balance. You want to be making sure that you're building your trade account up and not depositing into it.
Right. And these the ones that are supposed to be avoided. People trade with the three EMAs, the ones that you use right now, or it's a different
Yes.
strategy that you do use.
No, you can use this on everything. You can use this on every pair. I'm also
Oh
gonna drop
wow.
it in the chat for you to help you with tracking your income when you're trading, so that you can make sure that you're growing your money and you're not blowing your trade account. So I'm dropping this in the Zoom chat for you. You're gonna need either
Okay.
Google Sheets. Malaya, stop. Sit down. Sorry. You're gonna need
Yes,
either Google
ma'am.
Sheets or Microsoft Excel to open this document. This document is going to help you calculate your percent growth for your trade account so that you know how much money your trade account is growing by each day.
Okay. And the trading pairs that you recommend to trade as a beginner, especially like for each session, like London session.
I recommend right here GBP USD, Euro USD, US oil. Those are three good pairs to trade as a beginning trader.
For which session though? Or it could be any time.
GBP USD is really good during the 5 a.m. hour. You can catch some good moves on it during the London session and the New York session. But I noticed around about 5 a.m. is typically when it has its best moves.
Wow.
And this is what back testing is for. If you go through and back test these pairs, you'll be able to see on a consistent basis when do they have their best moves,
Okay.
and then only trade them at that time.
Euro USD as well?
Yes,
Or
you're
is that more?
in GBP USD. They typically move about in the same rhythm with each other. What I've seen,
And then oil? Is that like morning time?
I
New
would say
York time, sorry, that's New York, right? Morning.
oil is a slow moving pair, so I really haven't noticed the best time frame to trade that pair. I'm not gonna lie. I just catch really good setups on oil, and I trade the setups on oil. For example, I took this sell setup on oil recently. I took the entry from this candle here down to the
Right.
TP, and my stop loss was right above this wick up here. So I took the trade from here. I sold it down. I got out. It pulled back, came back down. I was done. So I don't really know what time.
Okay.
Anytime I've ever traded oil, it moves pretty slow, and I typically go to
Yeah.
trade. But look, right now, Euro USD is dropping crazy. You could be in that trade right now just based on these moving averages. Look at it.
Wow.
It's so easy.
How do you know once you see that wick? you get out, right? That's what you said?
Yeah. So it's not forming a wick rejection yet, but we can actually watch this so you could see how I would have scalped it and when I would exit. And let me drop this for the team to let them know that Euro USD is going crazy.
So basically, as a trader, you're always in the market, just looking at depending on the hour you like to trade, you're always looking at the charts.
I am because I'm a scalper. People who are swing trading, they're not always looking at the chart. But me, I'm typically not in a trade for more than 15 minutes to an hour. I find the best momentum move, I scalp it and I get out. Look at the wick forming right there. I would have exited as soon
Right.
as it started coming in.
Wow.
Malaya, come downstairs because you're just being a busybody right now. So look,
So, okay,
look
go
at
ahead.
this. Hold on, Miss Lady. I'm teaching. Give me a second. So you see this right here? I'm gonna take you through this from entry to exit. Okay. So
Okay.
it fell beneath the 155. That's the first confirmation for the sell. It then came down to the 6 and the 55. They were touching. The 6 and the 55 separated and gave you space. You see how it pulled back? I would have entered the trade on this candle right here because that candle
Right.
after the buyers tried to push the market back up a little bit. Okay. My purple is sell, my green is buyers. They tried to push the market up a little bit, didn't work. Great consistent drop. I would have took the entry on this candle and got out at that wick. Easy 20 pips scalp.
Wow. So when it tries to go up, try to do it. Like, you always gotta wait till it goes back down a little bit, and then you go you enter there.
Right. And remember, I told you the number 6 moving average is your price action moving average. So anytime the
Hmm.
candles separate from the 6, it's going to pull back. I literally just told you that, and
Yeah.
now you're watching it happen live. It got too far away
Wow.
from the number 6. The buyers came into the market. They're taking over.
Nice. And you just exit out of there once you see that wick.
And I wait for my next perfect entry. In and
So
out with the
with this, I could just practice on the demo, and then once I get like 10 trades and profit, I could start doing the live.
exactly.
Wow. Okay.
On the website
First.
so that you can
Uh-huh.
rewatch it and you
Can you say
can
that
kind of.
again? Sorry, it's 'cause I heard
It's
a
okay.
noise.
I know she's making noise in the background. I apologize. But I was saying I'm gonna drop this on the website so that you can rewatch it. I'm gonna have JP upload it. I'm gonna drop a YouTube link for it so that you guys can rewatch it and practice it. And then I want you to come back to me and ask me the new questions that you have after you demo trade it.
The on the group chat?
Yes, ma'am. I'm gonna send it to you directly as well.
Okay, perfect. Okay, one more. The scalper. A scalper is someone who prepares themselves before a trade. The swing traders, like, they just go in and do a freestyle.
No. That's
Or
the opposite. So a scalper just hops into the trade when it gives them the momentum and the push. A swing trader does a full analysis and picks a longevity trade, sets the numbers, and leaves it be. I'm not worrying
is
about
that
setting and staying in the trade because I'm taking the trade exactly when it goes crazy. So swing traders, they're gonna do
okay?
analysis like from the month, the week, the day, and then they're gonna say, I think this trade is gonna be good for the week. And they're gonna stay in it for the whole week.
Wow, and that's how they eat off that one. They could literally eat off two trades the whole week, and that's it, because they prepare
Right.
themselves.
Exactly.
Okay.
Typically, people who are swing
Wow.
traders have a lot of patience, and people who are scalpers, we don't
Mhm.
have any patience. I'm very impatient. I don't have. I can't do it. I got bad anxiety. I'm super impatient. I don't have
Yeah.
time to be looking at this thing all the time. It gives me more anxiety watching it go red, blue, red, blue. I don't like it.
Do you did you study the whole sniper cheat sheet? Do you recommend doing that, or like I don't know, the
Sniper
bearish and the bullish
drops a lot of
candles?
sauce. Sniper University drops crazy sauce, and I recommend that you study everything, because the information that's being given to you is not being given anywhere.
Right. And but sometimes I feel like it misses little details. Like I gotta figure the little details out, like how to put the indicators, what to download. You feel me? I don't know if it shows that to the video. I haven't done seen the videos yet, but I'm about to.